Today's video is dedicated to my mom because she comments on almost every video I make, and that makes me happy. So I wanted to make her happy by making her a little oven mitt that looks like a chicken because she loves to collect all things chicken. So I made one. If you want to make an oven mitt that looks like a chicken for a chicken collector, or if you're a chicken collector, just keep on watching. Bok bok.
So here's everything you'll need to cut. A fabric for the nose, a fabric for the little thingy on top, then 2 pieces for the chicken shape, and then 2 pieces of one fabric and 2 pieces of another fabric for the pocket of the chicken, and then 2 of these circles, and then batting, 1 circle batting, 2 of the pocket batting, and 2 of the chicken batting. And I'll just show you this is my little template that I used, and my mom loves muted colors, so I tried to use muted colors on here. This is the fabrics that I chose. You can make it all one fabric, all different, whatever you like. But first I traced out the nose and the little thingy on top, whatever it's called, and that you'll just put pretty side to pretty side fabrics and trace it, and then you'll sew over it and cut it out and turn it right side out. So that one's easy. And then I did the circle and all the rest of it. You'll see me just cut everything. Also, I did trace it, and then I put another circle. You'll see me trace it again with the seam allowance, and I cut it on the seam allowance line, and I still had that measurements of the shape traced. So do give yourself a seam allowance line. So for the pocket, I didn't cut out a separate piece. I just folded my chicken piece where that longest line was, where it was 6.5 inches, and I just folded the top part and used that for the little pocket. And then I just cut all the batting at once, and as I mentioned, you'll need 2 for the little pocket looking pieces, and then 2 of the chicken shape pieces, and 1 of the oval circle piece. You can start by sewing the beak and the comb first because you'll need those next. And as I mentioned, you put the 2 fabrics together pretty side to pretty side and sew them together on the line that you traced out, and leave the beak open and the end of the comb open so you can turn it right side out. Also, it helps to iron out after you poke all the grooves out. It helps to iron them out to make sure they lay all nice and they don't go back inside themselves, basically. So I ironed the nose and the comb after I poked everything out, and then you'll attach them to where they're supposed to go, like the comb on the top of the head and where the beak goes. You'll clip them on, and then you'll just make a straight stitch to sew them, like attach them, sew them on, and you put them with the edges sticking out just like that towards the edge of the head. And then this is how it'll look, and you'll set that outside for now, and you'll get your 2 little pocket pieces. So you get the outside fabric and you put the liner on it. If you have fusible liner, you'd like iron it on. Mine's not fusible, but I just put it on there, and then you'll put the the lining fabric on top, and it'll be pretty side to pretty side. So this is the not pretty side of your lining. Pretty side to pretty side, you'll clip it on, and then you'll do a straight stitch just along the top, and you have that seam allowance, which is about 1 centimeter. So just do a straight stitch just like that. Once you've done that straight stitch, you want to flip it out right side out and iron it. And first I ironed them flat, and then I ironed it to reinforce it. And you'll do a top stitch on the top with a 1/2 centimeter seam allowance on the top of the pocket. So wherever you sewed it together, you'll just do a top stitch. Next, you'll get your chicken looking pieces, and you'll put the batting on the inside, and then you'll attach this pocket piece onto the outside with your liner going, towards the chicken. And you do that to both sides. You just put the batting on the inside, and then on the outside you clip on the pocket, and you just sew where the pocket begins, and where it ends you just do the half circle sew. When you sew your pockets onto both sides of the chickens, you'll put the chicken side to pretty side together, and make sure to fold in the beak and the comb and clip it together. And now you'll be sewing the top part of the chicken together, and only the top part. You'll stop where the pockets start. So mark a line or whatever you need to do where you need to stop and start sewing. Basically where I have those straight clips by the pockets and I mark the line, that's where I'll sew from one side to the other side. So from the clear to the pink clip. Just go slow where your beak and your comb is, because you don't want to sew that onto the fabric. Also, I just moved it around whenever I was at that spot. This is me just moving it around, making sure I didn't get it in to the basically in with my thread. I just moved it around, and that's what you can do. Once you have that sewn together, set that aside for a second and get your 2 oval circle looking pieces and put them, like, sandwich the batting inside them, and this will be the outside out of both of them, and you'll just sew a circle all around. I'm showing you here that you need to leave a gap, but it's not necessary. Just sew the circle shut. Now you will be attaching the circle piece to the chicken piece. You'll open up the pockets and basically lay them together like that. And then you'll want to mark off that 3-inch gap off on either the top or the bottom. So just on one of the pocket sides, I have it where the blue and the green little pieces are, clips are. And you'll just sew from and go all around, just moving that chicken body up and down whenever you come to it, moving it out of the way so you don't sew it down. So you see how right here I came to it and then I ran out of bobbin as usual, but I came to it and then I flipped it up, as you can see, and then I continued sewing. And when you're at the other side, you come to it and then it's right on the downside right now. And then I put it onto the upside and continue sewing up until the edge of that opening. Then if you have any excess fabric, just trim it down. Just make sure not to cut your seams and make holes in your project. And then also make little snips where the chicken body curves so it isn't wonky whenever you turn it right side out. And after you make those little snips, you'll just turn it right side out through that little gap that you left open earlier. And then to sew up that little gap that we used to turn it right side out, I ironed it down to make sure that the edges were nice and neat inside. So you kind of push the edges inside and iron it down, make sure it's like curved with the pocket as it's supposed to be. And then I did a top stitch on that side where the opening was, but to make it even and look nice and finished, I did a top stitch on the pocket of the other side too. So I just did a top stitch on both edges. And here it is all completed. And honestly, I thought it was going to be more intimidating than it was. It's actually relatively easy to do, just making sure you poke everything out properly. But it looked a lot harder because it had so many different little pieces. I feel like you had to cut so many things, but probably cutting everything was the most difficult part. This is how it looks. It can sit on your little oven handle if you want it to, and then you can just grab it whenever you're getting something out of the oven. And before this video ends, I did want to say a big thank you for taking the time to watch this video and choosing to learn with me. I hope this video was useful for you and you were able to learn how to make this little oven mitt that looks like a chicken. And I hope this was a fun little video, and really hope to see you again here next time. And have a wonderful rest of your day, night, or whenever you're watching.